Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Welcome to Alex Builds, and it's the third day of our Titanic build. We're doing Titanic, the Ship, the Legend, issue 11 by Hachette Artworks. Okay, so as I said, this is day 3 of our Titanic week, so we're on our third issue of the week, which is issue 11, and we are working on the funnels in this one. So I will show you what we're doing in this one in a sec. If you haven't subscribed to this for yourself, do make sure you do head on over and check out their website, buildthetitanic.com. Links will be down in the description for you down below. You can still subscribe to this from issue 1. Okay, so without further ado, let's jump in and I'll show you exactly what we're doing in this issue. But again, our parts come. I do like the tissue paper thing they're doing because it does help us protect the parts that we're getting when we go to store them. So that's good. So I'll open this in a minute. We do get parts for the funnels and everything, so I don't really want to lose any of that while I'm showing you what we're doing. So flick to the back of the page because the instructions are always at the back. So we've got a couple of pages to do. So as you can see, we get all of that there to make our first funnel. We're going to be taking this little spring that does have like a poking end out on there. We're going to plug that into a filter, and then that's getting pushed down into this little tube here. You want to push it down as far as you can get it, or to where they've got it there, just a tip hanging out. Then we're going to take our smoke generator, that's getting put into there, and we can turn this over and put it down. It does have it on theirs, on the pictures, so it's got the solder face down. So I don't know, I'll double check that as we go along and make sure that is the right way. And then we're going to secure that down onto top of there, just like that, and then that can get put down on top of the filter. So we've got that just like that. So now we can start assembling the funnel. So the actual funnel part, we get this black part here, and this sort of like, it's like a rose gold colour, if you will. And that's this part is metal. So we're going to put that onto there. 3 screws this side, 3 screws that side. And taking the actual tip of the funnel, we're going to put this part on the top, and then that's getting lowered down onto there. It's got this area highlighted just here, that. Then we've got this part here, we can put this filter and everything into here. So you've got a cable, we're going to want to feed that through the bottom first, and then lower this down into there. And then finally, we can put this part on the top, or don't put it on, it's up to you. But yeah, they've recommended that we put it on and put a bit of masking tape to hold that in place until we get the next part that goes on the top. So by the end of this issue, that is what we should have. Okay, so one of the things it does mention in the magazine does tell you, do not fill it with water or put any solution or anything in there just yet, because the batteries for the tester that we have just aren't strong enough to do it. So it does recommend that we do not test it at this stage. So without further ado, let's get the parts out of the packaging and start building. Okay, so look at that, that's our little filter. Sort of like a end of what you get in a fag or cigarette. So that's what that sort of feels like, the spongy compartment. Now this is probably what's going to hold our solution in it. We're probably going to soak this in solution at some stage to work our filters. So we want to take the little spring first, and we're going to plug that into the end just here, so we can push that down into there. So we've now got a spring on the end of that filter. We can then take this section here, and we're going to be pushing this spring end down into here. So it's sort of springy, just like that. So it should sit in there. It shouldn't be tight, because if you push that down and it gets stuck, you ain't going to touch your solution, your smoke generator. Now we're going to need our smoke generator in this part here, with the solder face up and the wires coming out the little groove that's just cut out there. That's the way we want it on there. So we can now take this, and we can take this part here. We can sandwich that on top of there, because that's the side that is going to touch our filter. So now we can secure this onto here. We're going to need a couple of EP screws, which is the fatter of the 2 silver screws they gave us. Let's get our first screw of the day in. It's number 1 and number 2. So don't worry if you do have spare screws left over, they always do supply you with more screws than what you need. So that is how that should look, just like that. Now we can combine them 2 parts together just by adding that onto there. Push it all the way down, as far down as you can possibly get it. You want that nice snug fit, that shouldn't fall off. So now we've got that there, just like that. So that is that part all done. So stick that to the side for a second, and we can bring in these 2 parts here. So we want it So we've got this groove down the bottom here, little slit cut out, that is going to match onto here. So make sure they are matching. Secure this down, so we've got 3 holes lined up on there. We get these secured in first. We're going to use the tiny little DP screws that they supplied us with to secure this down. So let's get these in. So I'm going to line up the holes, which is probably the hardest part, is lining up the holes. So there we are. Get the first one in. That should help us. I may need to go smaller with the screwdriver as well, because it doesn't want to stay on the screwdriver. So let's line this back up again. First one, just like that. Keep going. So you've got all of them screw holes all thingied, so you want 3 of them. So I've just put that one in there just to hold it in for us. So we want to go the one under the slot, just there. This is this one. One in the center here. So we're going to go this one here. And the first one I put in to hold it in place, I'm going to take that one back out and move that one to the top. Just like that. So they're the locations you want them. So one here, one there, one there. And then basically what we're going to do is we're going to squeeze this together, which can be quite difficult. So we'll squeeze this round as tight as you can get it, which is quite difficult. I'm going to match that. So do you have a screw on your screwdriver ready? I'm going to put the screws in the exact same location as what we did on this side. So one just here. I should be able to let go of that now. One here. Just like that. Last one now. Do it just in the top, just here. There we are. That is what you should have, just like that. Now taking this part and this last two, so taking the last 2 parts we've got, we're going to put that together. There is a groove, so you want to match the shape and fit that down onto there, just like that. This then can go on top of the funnel, just like that. Okay, good. Then we can take this part here first. So we want to put the screw through the square hole at the bottom. So feed that down as we go. You want to use some tweezers or something like that and pull that through the bottom. So then we can push that down into there. That's going to sit in there just like that, and that is our funnel all done. Only thing left to do is put this on top. So we do have our grooves. That's going to sit just there, just like that. It does want us to put a little bit of masking tape on that just to hold that on, so I'm going to do that for now. Right, so let's get a bit this side and a bit this side. So that is what you should have by the end of issue 11. So you are, guys, that is issue 11 all complete. We have our first funnel and smoke generator all assembled. So yeah, looks really, really nice. Don't worry about the tape on there, that ain't going to stay on there. That's until we get another part to go on the top. So yeah, just store that for now, on with the tape for now. So there is still time to subscribe to this if you haven't done so already. So you can head on over to buildthetitanic.com. If you subscribe them from issues 1 to 4, you will receive all the free gifts that you get during the build. So but you must subscribe during issues 1 to 4. So So yeah, so join me tomorrow. We will be having the final part of our build the Titanic. So I hope you liked this video, guys. If you did, please remember to leave a like down below. And if you haven't already subscribed, please hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you all next time. Take care. Bye bye.